guys feel that was successful today, though?
Yeah.
As far as you got what you needed from her? Mm-hmm.
Want to say that you said no?
Okay. Mm-hmm. You feel that we got enough on her? Because she acted like she didn't say anything all the time. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Undercover tape conversations with you.
It's really all you need.
Oh, it's done. And you change your money. After that, it's a done deal. It's done. I mean, you didn't really try too hard.
I'm just curious. I was worried that you didn't get enough. I thought that was great. You know what I mean? Because I knew she wasn't going to cop to it then. I knew she wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, we're going to need tape in there.
So you don't need that then, right?
No, not really. I'm going to have it just in case.
Right away.
Yeah.
Case number.
I got it. Yeah.
Just answer our questions. Simple. Okay. Right.
Poor fucking motherfucker. She has no idea what she just did to herself, you know?
All right, today's date is going to be August the 5th, 2009. The time right now is 7:19 a.m. This is reference case number 09-38937. I'm Detective Marino, ID 696 for the Boynton Beach Police Department.
Detective Anderson, ID 630.
All right, also present in the room right now is Mr. Michael Dippolito. Can you go ahead and spell your last name?
Dippolito.
And your first name is Michael?
Michael.
Okay, and your date of birth?
12/18/1970.
Okay. You already know why we're here.
Yeah.
Reference this whole incident that's happened in investigation where your wife hired somebody to kill you.
Yeah, before we get started, Mike, go ahead and raise your right hand. You swear and affirm that the statement you're about to give us is true, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. You've already experienced the whole situation, how your wife came in here.
Yeah, go ahead.
And explain to us.
Take us back to how you met her. We'll start there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where'd you all meet and how long ago?
I met my wife.
First of all, what's her name?
Dahlia. Dahlia Muhammad is her original maiden name.
Okay.
Now her name is Dahlia Dippolito. We met, I believe, in October, and she's actually an escort. That's how I met her. She came to my office one day.
You called her and solicited?
I called her and solicited her to the office, and she came to the office.
What year is this?
This was 1 year behind this year, so that's 08. Yeah, because we're in 08 of October. And after that one time, we started dating, and she lived in California at the time, so she moved home and immediately moved in with me. And pretty much we were on a fast-track relationship, getting along great, everything's great, and as soon as we moved out of Boca in January, and I purchased a home in Boynton, and I would say 2 weeks after we did that, I hired a lawyer to get off of probation. I started giving my wife money because she was going to provide me with the other half of the money for the probation. And
just for the record, what were you on probation for? Just real quick.
Organized fraud.
Okay.
Basically, we were trading commodities that didn't exist.
All right, that's enough of that then.
And then I provided her with $100,000. She was supposed to provide me with $90,000. And my lawyer is telling me it's not here, it's not there. She was supposed to send a wire. The wire magically never showed up, and then the story was just unbelievable. And what do I do with that? And then I turned around and I was going to leave. And then she got honest that she messed my money up in some wire scheme where she was supposed to send it and make money on it. And
so how long did you date before you actually got married?
We dated from October to January.
Okay.
So however long that would be exactly, 2-3 months.
Right. So that's pretty quick. So you get married, and then how long after you get married do you start, or do you ever feel that something's not right with her?
About a month and a half
right away.
The money starts disappearing. I had drugs planted on my truck. The officers came out to search my truck. I'm not a drug dealer. I never was.
Where did that happen at?
The Ritz-Carlton in Manalapan. I came out one day, and we were leaving in the morning, and an officer approached me, "Is this your truck?" I said, "Yes, it is," and I didn't know what he wanted. He goes, "Can I search it? There's been activity on it. Someone called," and I'm like, "Absolutely, you can search it." The officer searches the truck. There's nothing in the truck. He lets me leave. I figured someone called, but nobody knew we were there. It's an unexplainable thing.
Were any drugs found?
The next day, I went to get gasoline in the truck. There was drugs in my gas cap. So luckily,
you had no knowledge of that?
No. I mean, thank God, I let the officer search the truck because there's nothing in the truck. Thank God he didn't find them because, that would have been a disaster. Point being, though, it was unexplainable. Nobody knew we were there. Nobody knew we were there.
So who do you suspect planted it? A hunch.
A hunch was my wife.
Okay.
And I played it through my head 1,000 ways. I thought, could it be? I'm laughing. I even thought maybe it wasn't me who put it there, and didn't remember. But I don't, the point is, nobody knew we were there. Nobody had access to my vehicle except my wife.
What would her motivation be for doing that? You're on probation at the time.
At that point, yes. And at that point, she already had stolen $100 and some thousand from me. And so now I'm out $100,000, and she got me involved in another scheme to where I lost another 90 or another 100,000 trying to, I lost $240,000 with this girl. It's unexplainable money. Just stupid stories, one after the other. I'm the stupid one, but the point is it's unexplainable.
What other situations have you had to deal with before?
After that incident in Manalapan, we went to West Palm Beach to go have dinner at a city place, and this was about 2 weeks later. I come out to the truck again, and I see a bunch of cops standing there, and I laughed. I said, they're here for us, as a joke. So I walk up to the truck, lo and behold, they approach me, and I'm like, I can't believe it. And same routine, can we search the truck? I said, absolutely you can, and they're looking, they find a cigarette pack up under my spare tire. It had a little bit of cocaine in it, they said. They let me go because, I explained to them, look, man, of course you can search, whatever. And the reason they let us go is the phone call to the police station was that I had a kilo of cocaine under my spare tire. And once again, we were driving down 95 that day, and we were going home. And we're on 95 in Gateway. We were going home. And then last second, let's go to West Palm. We went to West Palm last second. Nobody again knew we were up in West Palm. Nobody knew where we were. And the only person that knew would be my wife. Again. Another unexplainable incident.
Did you have other experiences after that, too?
One day I come out of the gym, there's a note on my car, leave $40,000 in a bag, don't tell your wife. My wife was getting these fake prank calls, supposedly, from some Detective Hurley. A handful of unexplained incidents.
Was there ever, earlier when we had you in here, you were talking about drinking something and you thought it might have been poison? Did you say that?
No, I was actually, my mother knows about all this, and she put her on it and says, because I take drug tests for probation.
Okay.
And my mom says, you better watch because you don't know if something's in there. Like, my mom accused her of putting something in my food. And I don't know about all that, but you understand, everybody around me knows about all this crazy shit, and they all know something was wrong. And
People been saying stuff about it, or?
Everybody's been telling me about it, and I lost basically 2 of my best friends over this. They want nothing to do with me because they know something's wrong. My mother just doesn't say anything anymore, and that's why today, honestly, I'm not very surprised or shocked about all this, I guess fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. At this point, there's just nothing left to say. It's just ridiculous. I don't think anybody in their regular life has this many unexplainable incidents, and I've had them in less than 7 months.
Now, this morning, what was that? This morning when you woke up and she was at the house, tell me about that.
I've been laid up, hell surgery on my back for a week and a half, and this, I go to the gym at 5 o'clock every day. I've been going 5 years or more. And I would say maybe 2 months ago, she all of a sudden wants to go with me. And, you know, as soon as she goes with me, don't I get a note on the car window? And she's with me. Like, you know, I've been going there forever without an incident. And for her to go to the gym with me is just ridiculous. She just never wanted to. I thought it was a little weird. I didn't think much of it. So all of a sudden, I'm laid up, and she says, today, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm not feeling good, you know, this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, I didn't think much of it. I did think it was odd. But, you know, I had to kind of give her the benefit of the doubt, you know.
Now, today when she goes to the gym, when was the last time she went to the gym early in the morning, do you know?
Since she was with me 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
So just one time, and then today?
Well, she was going for a couple weeks with me, but
Okay.
she stopped. As soon as I stopped, she stopped.
Okay.
She
You
doesn't
stopped at the surgery?
I stopped because of surgery. You know, I'm the one that goes to the gym. She follows.
Okay, so she never goes to the gym by herself?
No, never.
Okay. And today was the first time
First
she went
time she went by herself.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And then, did she say anything besides, I don't feel good, but I'm going to the gym, or anything that...
No, nothing. It was, you know, I'm sitting there playing it in my head, and she told me she'd bring coffee back from Starbucks, and I have a really nice coffee maker, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't even, you know, just a little off key, like, you know, for her, but nothing. She just left.
What was that note, I'm sorry, what was that note on your car? What was that you said?
Put $40,000 in a bag. Don't tell your wife. I'll tell you everything. I'll help you.
When you came out of the gym, there was a note on your car that said that?
Yeah, I have a copy of it at the house.
Whose handwriting?
I don't even know.
Didn't look like us?
No, I have a police report with it.
Okay.
They took a police report.
Alright.
Just, you know, like I said, more than a handful of unexplainable incidents that, I mean, if I accuse everybody around me, the only one that ever made sense of it being was my wife.
Right.
You know?
Well, the reason that we're even here in this situation right now is because the investigation we've been conducting, she actually had hired someone to kill you, you know, like we explained to you earlier. She had no hesitation, you know, she's been recorded and everything else. This investigation has been going on since Friday night. Fortunately, you know, we ended up getting ourselves involved in, you know, preventing this from happening to you. You say it doesn't surprise you at all, huh?
No. It's like a bad movie, you know? It really doesn't surprise me, no. Not, I mean, like I said, I mean, I haven't had this many incidents go wrong in my life, and you know what I mean, in my life, and that I've had since I met this girl. Like, you know, I haven't had my truck searched 2-3 times, you know, I don't do that kind of shit, you know, so all of this is very out of character for me. My life is, since I met Dahlia and since we've been married, the dynamics of my daily life have changed drastically. Like, I don't have police interaction anymore. I don't, you know, and I've seen the police more than like 10 times probably since I've been with her over stuff that's unexplainable and sounds crazy to people. I don't tell people my business anymore because they think I'm crazy.
Let me ask you one question here that's kind of puzzling, or that we would like answered if we can. What's her motivation for having you killed? I mean, like, why not just get divorced? Or did she ever mention divorce or separation? And
Never.
so, what, in your mind, what's her motivation?
We just purchased.
Insurance policy?
No, we just purchased a home, and I just actually signed the title over to her until I could straighten out my other problems with probation, and also, you know, the $200,000 and some she stole from me, I think is a big motivation. So basically, I guess with my home and everything else, $500,000 of motivation.
Was that money used like restitution to pay back your victims?
It was supposed to be for that. Yeah.
Right.
And she stole it.
You have no proof, but you assume.
No, well, she has checks in her bank account from my company, so.
Okay.
I mean, and you know, the money. Actually, you want to laugh? I hired a really good lawyer, and we're at the lawyer's office, and this guy threw me out of his office because he's so disgusted. And he's actually, I guess, a witness in this because he sat with this. We were at the desk, and she had the check for $191,000 as a cashier's check. She wouldn't hand it to my lawyer. And my lawyer's looking at me, and she's coming up with some cockamamie story. You know, she wants her money first. You know, the point was I was done probation. I paid these people their money and she didn't hand it over. The lawyer says, I can't take the money from her if she's not willing to give it. So he throws me out. I have to run back now and get her money to give her money that she supposedly put into this. So at any rate, we exchange money. I run back to my lawyer's office and I hand him the check. It was for $191. So the check magically changed from $191,000 to $191. My lawyer was a witness to this, and he chased me down the hall and basically threw me out of his office. He was disgusted because he also warned me something's wrong here. And so he fired me. So
that's another sign, huh?
Yeah. I mean, so he's a witness to that. Like, he saw the whole thing go down. He saw the real check. He saw the bad check. He saw, you know.
Now that you found this about your wife, how do you feel? What do you want to do?
Whatever she gets, she deserves. I mean, I'll do whatever I have to do to help this case move along.
Okay.
I have to.
So you want to prosecute
Yes.
and follow through with this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm willing to come down here again if we have to go over any other business or whatever. It's fine.
Is there anything we haven't asked you that we need to know?
No. We've pretty much covered it all, you know. But like I said, I mean, since I've met Dahlia, you know, I've had, you know, a handful of incidents that could just not be explained. And that's why today, this one, I mean, you guys saw, I'm not overly surprised about it. Just, you know, this actually relieved me because now everything makes sense.
Good. I'm glad, Mike. I'm glad about that now.
Yeah.
So, you know, sorry about everything, but your life was saved today. I mean, if you really think about that.
To be honest with you, I'm not even grasping that yet. Like, I'm not grasping a hold of the fact that someone was going to try and come do something to me. You know, I mean, I don't know why, but I'm gonna, you know, it hasn't really, that part hasn't hit me yet.
Yeah, it hit you yet. Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any other questions unless you have something else to say.
No, that's it, guys.
Can you go ahead and raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear what you told us is the truth and nothing but the truth, help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right. The time right now is 7:35 a.m. The date still remains the same. This ends our interview.
If you guys ever need me to come back down, I mean, I'll have no problem doing it. Because you know what's going to happen today. I don't mind. I just tell her, look, man, you know, I have no problem with her mom, man. Like,
Yeah.
But I don't know how, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, she'll hear wind of this by her phone call eventually.
Let me tell you something.
So I don't know how to...
It's big news, and it's going to be all over the news. Every channel. I mean, that's...
I try to, like, hide around here. Like, now I'm going to be like...
I mean, geez,
I hear you, though. You're right, yeah.
Well,
but, yeah.
So, I mean, that's...
I mean, I'm just trying to say it. I can't hurt what we're doing here by contacting her mother.
Where does Mom live?
Literally 4 minutes.
County?
No, 4 minutes up the street.
Palm Beach County, so
yeah.
You tell her the truth. That's up to you. You tell her whatever you
You
want.
know, I just, you know, look, this is what happened. I'm not going to argue it with you. She won't. Her mom doesn't do that shit.
Yeah. But
you know?
and this is just a suggestion, man.
Maybe don't go.
No. I mean, you know what?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know, you're gonna have to talk to her. But like, this is a new beginning. You know, this is a girl that wasn't in your life less than a year ago, and you need.
You guys want to ask, man? I tried to do so well and do all this shit right, so I can really move on, get all paper and all this shit.
From this day on,
and this broad just smashed me. Besides trying to kill me.
From this day on.
You know what I mean?
What's the best number to get a hold of you?
561-305-8572. That's my only number. I'll give you, just God forbid, I'll give you my mom's number.
Okay.
You've been reborn.
561-703-8333. That's my mother. Her name's Karen.
All right.
But they're the only, you know, me and my mom, that's all I have here, so,
Okay.
you know. But I'm always home, man. I don't know.
Born again Christian.
I can't. I'm going to laugh. You laugh. I really, the part of someone actually trying to kill me isn't. It hasn't hit me.
You know, let me get the keys to the car and then we'll
Thank you. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to just remain here.